you?
I'm good, Madison. How you going?
Pretty good, pretty good. Glad to chat with
Awesome.
you again.
Yeah. It's great. Loving it.
So tell me about your awakening and how did you begin to realize the power of your mind?
You know, it's a really actually probably the most powerful and strongest question that you could actually ask me, because this is something that has really impacted my reality and my consciousness of the change that I have made from who I was 12 months ago to who I am right now.
Right.
And it's definitely all in the mind, with dealing with using substances that were not serving me, with alcohol, with cigarettes, with smoking, with doing things to myself that were not serving me in the right way. I needed to go through a lot of these experiences in my life where I don't look back now and think they were negative things. They're actually, everything happened to me for a reason.
Right.
And it was actually, it's crazy enough to say that today is the anniversary of my grandmother who passed away last year. And
Wow.
it's the first year anniversary. And it's crazy that we're doing an interview and asking me this question, because when I went to the funeral, to my grandmother's funeral in Poland, in Warsaw last year, this was the beginning of my new life.
Wow.
My grandmother passed away, but it gave me the light to now start my life and be conscious of my position and what my direction of where I wanted to take my life. And because I was doing things that were not serving me in the right way, I decided to change my direction, and I decided to make some decisions of, moving to Europe, or changing my job, or, thinking about my health.
Right.
These
Definitely.
are things that I didn't think about this kind of stuff. I was just kind of living carefree, and I had my own apartment, and I had friends coming over all the time, and I was, socializing and not caring too much about my future. So
Yeah.
it was 12 months ago today.
Wow. Well, congratulations, man. You're doing awesome.
Thank you, thank you. It's incredible to feel the positivity and the um, power and strength that I have. Obviously it's your mind and it's your power, and that's where my name on Instagram is from, Luke
That's
Mind
right.
Power.
That's right. So tell me, what inspires you to use your changes and your what inspired you to use this to spread the word to help other people?
Well, I strongly believe that because of our conditioning from a young age, and the fact that we live in a very negative world and there is so much negative media and negativity around us,
Right.
whether it's from our mother telling us, no, you're not allowed to do this, or no, you're not allowed to do this when you're younger, to having that experience of being very self-conscious about my body, to having an experience of not feeling confident, not having any belief that I could go out there on my own and achieve something greater than what I was. This is the setbacks that stopped me from moving in that direction and achieving what I wanted to achieve. And so now that I have this power, now that I have this confidence that I've stepped out of the ordinary and I've changed my life, now I can see that I know that there are so many people out there suffering, and so many people out there that don't have that belief, or that don't have that change of mind, or situations that actually awaken their soul so that they
Right.
can change the direction of their life, and realize that, what, confidence, it's actually a skill that you are able to develop.
Right. Oh
And a
yeah.
lot of people may be living with this perception of themselves that they're not good enough and that they
Yeah.
don't have confidence. And I'll tell you from personal experience that I felt like I never had confidence. I felt that I was never good enough. I felt like I couldn't get a better job. But these are stories that I was just telling myself.
That's right.
So I was feeding my mind negativity.
Yeah.
And now the fact that I've turned my life around, and then I've got to this positive state, and conscious state of surrounding myself with people that are positive, surrounding myself with people that are pushing me, motivating me, inspiring me, pushing me up a level all the time, and not allowing myself to watch the news, not allowing myself to absorb negativity in any context. So either newspapers or what I watch on YouTube, everything, I'm in control of everything as much as I can be. And this is allowing me to keep that positive mindset. And now I can see that there's so many people around us, so many people out there that are struggling and that are living in a negative world. So I know that with my experience and with what I've been through, I can have a positive impact on the world. And yeah, I guess that's where I'm going.
Most definitely. That's great. You're doing a great job too, by the way.
Thank you.
So I know you're into working out and stuff, and one day you'd like to open a gym. So tell me, do you feel like the gym kind of helped you get your mind in a better place, or do you feel like that goes hand in hand?
Look, with the fitness side of things, I've always liked to go to the gym, and growing up, because I was so self-conscious about my body and I kind of felt like I wasn't good enough and I was really skinny and lanky and I didn't feel like I fitted in. I kind of, when I grew up and I started training, it was kind of a thing that made me kind of feel more powerful, and I felt better because I looked a bit bigger and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
The connection that I have with fitness right now is the fact that I've got the right mindset. Whereas before I used to go to the gym, but then I used to drink as well. So there
Yeah.
wasn't a, it was kind of like you're doing something good, but then you're doing something bad, and it doesn't work. So
Yeah.
for everyone out there who thinks that they can live a life of health, but then, abusing their body on the weekends, it doesn't work,
Yeah.
right? And I've never been able to reach an optimum level of positivity in my physical appearance ever because of all these constraints, because of alcohol, because of drugs, because of not having the right mental state. And it takes discipline. If you look at Instagram or you look at social media and you see all these bodybuilders or fit women having these amazing bodies, and you think that it just happens like that
Yeah.
because of, no way. It's the mind. Your mind is so powerful that you have to be so disciplined to be able to push really hard and work for 2-3 hours a day to keep
That's right.
that body in that shape. And so now, because I have the right mindset, I've got myself a gym partner and a trainer, and
Right.
I've been going to the gym now for sometimes 3 hours a day, which is something that
Nice.
I've never done before. And the reason why I'm feeling even more powerful and excited about my future is because I am incorporating fitness into my brand as a positive influencer. And
Yeah.
the only way that I'm going to get to that optimum level is by having the right mindset.
That's
You
right.
know, it's huge because you know that you are disciplined and you know your vision and you know what you want to achieve in your life and in your dreams, and having that mindset and being disciplined to go to the gym, to eat the right foods, to take your supplements, and to have a gym partner that's going to push you. Well, that's where you're going to start taking your fitness level and your health to the next level.
Right. That's right. All right. So when you first reached out to me, the first time we spoke, you told me that you were very proud of me and what I was doing. And that's something that really stood out to me. And I noticed that you're a very uplifting person. Like the people that you interact with, you're sure to uplift them. And I think that that's so important. So, describe the feeling to you and what it means to you to uplift other people.
Look, I believe in myself
Right.
and I love myself,
That's
which
right.
is something that I never believed was possible. Now, to feel the emotion and power that I give myself,
Mm-hmm.
and to know that I can connect with people. And I've always known that I've been very good with connecting with people, with building relationships, with my presence and my energy to make people feel that I understand them,
Right.
because that's what life, and that's what this love that we all have. We all embody this love, and I have this, I'm not saying this with an ego, because
Yeah.
I have confidence in myself without an ego. But I know we all have some sort of ego. But the point is that I have this love that I embody, that I give to the person who I'm speaking to, and
Right.
allow them to understand that I understand them.
Yeah.
I'm not
Definitely.
trying to put out a message. I am not trying to put out a message where I am showing people, hey, I'm Luke Mindpower, I'm the best. And like, if you follow me, you're going to feel good because I feel good about myself and it's all about me. And
Right.
it's not about me. It's about me being compassionate and showing affection and showing love to other people because I have the love for myself and
Right.
I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to not be loved. I know what it feels like to try and give love to other people. For example, my ex-girlfriends
Right.
who fall in love with, or who I would give so much energy to, or drinking with my friends in the past. I would drink and drink and drink till 6 a.m. and I wasn't loving myself. I was just doing it to be social, and I was
Yeah.
pouring out so much energy in the wrong directions. And
True.
now that I've got the energy for myself of the love and the belief in myself, now I'm able to uplift others by showing them that I believe in them. And
Nice.
when I believe in them, they believe in me.
That's
And
right.
then I believe in myself.
Right.
So it's all interconnecting, but it's so important that your connection with people, if you're a positive influencer, you're on social media, or just anywhere outside in the world,
Hmm.
you have to understand other people,
That's right.
and you have to make them feel that you understand them, because it's not about you're not trying to convince them
Right.
that you're the best or that you are great. You're trying to let them understand that you understand them.
That's right. Okay. I like
And
that.
that's my biggest, um, I guess, connection that I can say is something that I've grown up with experiences through my old work, through all my life. And I've always been able to have that real strong connection and build relationships with people who I
Yeah.
didn't even know. And after 5 minutes, I could have a conversation with someone, and they would feel like I really, really care, because
Yeah.
that's who I am, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I love that aspect of my personality, and that's a real competitive edge of myself as Luke Mindpower.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. So tell me, what is love to you?
Love, I believe we all have love. We're all made of love. And for me, love is positivity.
Yeah.
Love is compassion. Love is affection. Love is understanding. Love is supporting. Love is family. Love is life.
Okay. That's right. That's right. I like that one.
I'll go on
So,
if you want.
do what?
No, it's all good. You can-
All right. Um, so
Love
tell
is
me,
smiling. It's
yeah,
smiling. Love is smiling. Love is being happy. Love is being positive. Love is changing the world, making people's lives better.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's a good answer.
great
Um,
question.
Thank you. I love asking that question because everyone has a different answer, and it's like they're all true, but it's all good, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So what are your thoughts on the state of humanity, and where do you feel like we're lacking as a human race?
Wow, that's a really deep question. Humanity, you know what? I believe that we have a big problem with, especially countries like Australia, where we have a really good quality of life.
Hmm.
And by having such an organized government and organized society that supports everyone, like the amount of homeless people that we have here in Australia is very, very small compared to a lot of countries around the world. So most people in Australia, you can have a crappy job but live quite a pretty good lifestyle,
Right.
right? And so we get very caught up with materialistic things. We
Okay.
get very caught up with comparing ourselves with others. with wanting to have the nicest cars, with wanting to wear the nice clothes, with wearing Nike and Adidas and all those big name brands. And
Right.
we're focusing just on ourselves all the time. And we get very self-centered in this lifestyle that we live in Australia, and we forget about the people that are living in other countries that have no food, or that are going hungry, or that are, they don't have beds to sleep in. And there are so many countries out there that don't have the necessities to life. And
Right.
this is one area that I believe that definitely, with the reality of the life that we all live here in Australia, we're very lucky, and a lot of people take it for granted and
Okay.
don't realize actually how blessed we actually are.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that that's one massive area that we are lacking as as a human race, that we're very self-centered, and we only think about ourselves. And I guess that's a part of my vision for the future as well, as a positive influencer, to make a change, to make a difference in people's lives that are less fortunate,
Right.
and to make people aware that if you look, I see a lot of successful entrepreneurs and a lot of people that do make it to the top. They do give back,
Yeah.
right? But I guess it's the average level, and a lot of these Australian people who live in this lifestyle, they only care about themselves.
Right.
They don't give back.
Yeah.
And I didn't have this mindset before, so I never gave either,
Yeah.
right? But I recall the other week giving some money to a person who was sitting on the street that had no money, that was asking for money. I recall on Christmas Eve donating $50 to the blind, that charity that was on the TV.
You're
You
right.
know, I know that there are people out there that do that as well, and I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be spiritual, but I believe that we live in this materialistic society that totally forgets about how to be grateful and to give back. Even if it's $10 or $20, just to you can be making a difference. But yeah, most people don't, and I
Yeah.
think that's what we're definitely lacking in.
Okay. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Because, I mean, we could look out for other people more. There's a lot of people, like you said, who are blessed with wealth and success, and, you know, often they just don't think about other people but themselves, and it makes a
Mm.
difference. I always say, like, gratitude is so important. It's important to be grateful. And, like, whatever you put out is what comes back to you. So that type of giving energy is always going to come back to you in whatever form. So I agree. It would be a good thing for society to pick up on.
Well, I'll be honest, and I used to have the mindset of, I would look at someone on the street and I would be like, man, there's so many opportunities out there to get a job. Get off your ass and go get a job.
Right.
And that's the way that I would think, because I was unemployed for one stage back in 2009 for 6 months. And it was the worst time of my life. And I
Yeah.
was on government benefits, and eventually I found a job. But I remember being on government benefits and it was crap.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't understand why someone would go on the street when there's so much opportunity out there. But now my mentality is, don't make assumptions on people's lives when you know nothing about them.
Right. That's right.
Right. And so looking at someone who's on the street, you don't know what they've been through. You don't know what has happened in their life. So don't make a negative assumption straight away.
Yeah.
And I guess I try to build that up in my mentality as well. We as human beings, naturally, we make assumptions on other people's lives all the time.
Oh,
You
yeah.
always
Yeah.
work out, oh, he did this because of this, or maybe he's acting like this because of this. And it's like, man, you don't know what he's thinking and you don't know what he's doing. So stop assuming.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's right. So, what advice do you have for someone who feels like they're running in circles and they can't find their purpose? What or can't find peace? What advice would you have for them to start that journey?
Great question. So I guess using my life as an example, I used to work for the government, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday job. And then I also had a side job, which is driving transport service from the airport and back. And with this 2 jobs that I was working with, I was focused on money.
Yeah.
That was my main thing, because I was like, money, money. I want to save as much money as I can. That's the number one thing. And when I made that decision last year to move to Europe, which then started my thinking of opening my own gym,
Mm-hmm.
which then started my thinking of, well, hang on, man, you don't know how to do public speaking. You're scared to stand up, which then led me to doing a course. And I did a course about speaking and learning how to speak in front of people and building my confidence.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to say from these things that have happened to me is it's a progression of taking action. It's a
Yeah.
progression of being conscious about your reality and asking yourself those questions, whether it's powerful to write it down, but to actually take action on your thoughts about where you want to go. And you have to make a change. You can be more than you are, and you can get more than you've got, but you have to change yourself,
Yeah. That's right.
right? If you don't make any changes, then nothing is in your life is going to change, right?
Right.
So the quote by Jim Rohn is, you can become more than you are. You can get more than you've got, because you can become more than you are.
Right. Okay.
If you compare me to 12 months ago, I'm a complete different person.
Right.
But if you're stuck, what I do now is I work 6 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of my day is investing into myself,
Right.
because I believe the biggest investment that you can make is in yourself.
That's right.
Right? You get paid for your value. You don't get paid for your time. So
Yeah.
if you want to be more valuable, then you need to, if you want to be more valuable to the marketplace, then you need to increase your value. So you need to invest in yourself so that you can become better, so
That's
that
right.
you can get paid more.
Okay. Agreed. Definitely.
So it's definitely a course for taking action, and it's definitely something that if you feel like you want to do something or you've got a passion for something, you need to start asking questions. You need to start searching. You need to start Googling. You need to take action in a way where nothing is going to fall on your lap, and you don't deserve anything unless you start asking the questions, unless you start researching, unless you start searching on YouTube and going, how do I start my own business?
Yeah.
There's so much resources out there. And that's one thing I did as well. When I started thinking I'm going to open a gym, I went on YouTube and I said, how to open a gym.
Yeah.
And that started the process of listening to my speakers, which then led me to another speaker, Lisa Nichols, which then led me to the speaking course.
Okay.
So it's a law of attraction. It's putting your mind, opening your mind to the possibilities of becoming more than who you are.
Right. Definitely.
So take action.
That's right. Okay. That's great advice right there. Do you feel like it's possible for love and positivity to kind of overtake the negativity in this world?
I believe that everybody has their own road to happiness.
Okay.
Now, positivity is an amazing, amazing thing. But
Right.
the fact that we live in a negative world, we can't control everybody,
True.
and we only gravitate the people around us that want to be positive, that want that positive lifestyle. A lot of people are so stuck in their ways and in their routines that you mention to them something about self-empowerment, something about positive thinking, something about not watching the news, and they'll laugh at you and they'll keep walking.
True.
You know what I mean? So
It's true.
I don't think that we will be able to ever change everybody's mindset.
Right. I
And
agree.
but beauty about life is that I have to agree that most people want happiness.
True.
Whether or not that's listening to people like us,
Right.
everybody has their own road to happiness. And maybe it's not through positivity. Maybe it's, having barbecues on the weekend with their friends. Maybe
Right.
that's their happiness. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Maybe it's not through having that constant conscious control of everything around you, because not everybody has that entrepreneurial or successful mindset or those big dreams that scare the hell out of them and that they want to achieve. Not everyone is like that. Not everyone's wired like that.
Yeah.
So, and not everybody's going to have that belief system, in their mind that they can achieve more than what they are. And, we're not here to promote everybody coming on board with us, because everybody has their own right to make their own decisions and live whatever their life they want. And I'm not here to tell anyone that my message is better than their message.
Right. That's true.
I truly believe that I believe what I say. I believe in my own vision, my dreams. And if you like what I'm saying, then jump on board.
Yeah.
But if you don't, that's okay.
That's right.
I'm not here to my opinion. The beauty about life is that everybody has their own truth. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own right to speak and to voice their story and their opinion. And whether or not you choose to take on board or to take something from my wisdom, that's completely up to you.
Yeah, for sure.
But I do believe that positivity and love does conquer negativity.
Okay. I like that.
Definitely, because, the same thing with the creation of life, the same thing with the bond of a male and a female to procreate.
Right.
I would say that in 99% of cases, this is the process of people being in love.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or in that context, and you think about it, it's like, wow, that's love, and that's creating life.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Well, I think, Luke, that is all the questions I have for you. I am so glad that I got to interview you. It's been a pleasure speaking with you and getting to know you, and I hope we stay in touch, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Definitely going to stay in touch. It has been an absolute honor and a pleasure to spend some time with you and to allow these kind of conversations to flow and to happen, because I think the world is waiting for us, and they've been waiting for a while, Madison.
That's right.
So I believe that we have so much more to promote and so much more to give to the world. And this is just the beginning. And whoever's watching this on a replay, you can find me on Instagram. I am Luke Mindpower. And it's been an absolute pleasure, Madison. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I will be in touch.
Awesome.